god, my stream ended? No. Oh my gosh, YouTube. It broke the whole thing. That's so annoying. Is it working? Let's see. It like made a whole new stream. That's so fucking annoying. Why did it do that? Thanks. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks for that. I'm so sorry, guys. That's really annoying. I didn't realize it was gonna do that. I think we're back. I think we're okay. I don't know what was going on, but my, like, OBS straight up, like, died on me, and now my YouTube stream is being weird. We should be back. Let me get my thing reconnected. Oh my god. I hate the way YouTube functions, though. I really do hate that. We should be good. We should be dandy. We should be fine. We should be back. But now I have to redo all my YouTube links, which is really annoying. And I think it's only because I'm using this app to be able to stream to Twitch. Oh well. It's okay. Are we back? Are we good? I hope so. I really hope so. My gosh. Yeah, I had to turn the thing back on, but now the chat should be on the screen, so you should be good. Okay, cool. Stream seems fine. Awesome. Yeah. I have to like open the app right away, and I always forget because it's like a separate app. I'm almost done getting ready. I'm really sorry. No! I'm like trying to do makeup right now and I'm trying to rush through it. Hello! Oh my god, N is back! I just smeared eyeliner all over my face. Thank you for the happy birthday! I would say doing makeup doesn't matter, but it's my birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday. So I actually haven't fully decided what I'm doing for this. Okay, there we go. But we'll figure it out. We'll get there. Let me get the links updated on stuff. Let me update the thumbnail on YouTube because now it's not the beautiful one that Lemonade made for me. Which, by the way, if you have seen the thumbnail, most of my recent thumbnails have been done by Lemonade, who was just in chat a little bit ago, and they love to do these fun little MS Paint thumbnails for me, and fan arts and stuff, and I very much appreciate it. Let me get... where is it? Birthday stream thumbnail. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Thank you everyone for the, the happy birthday messages and everything. I'm gonna be able to actually, like, start stream now, which is fine, because I did say I was gonna start at 6, like, once I updated and said, my boss scheduled me an hour later at work than what she normally does, guys. Hang on. Ugh, okay. Let me get things updated. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My Five Nights at Freddy's Fanta fell behind my desk. Okay. Let me get the new link. I'll put it in the description, and then we'll get started. I'll do my face reveal, everybody's favorite. We love a good face reveal, especially after all this. And we'll do some fun stuff, hopefully. Mostly I just wanted to hang out with you guys, because I'm really excited to have you guys here for my birthday. And just, I hope everyone's having a good Friday night. Tell me that this is working. My cat is attacking me right now. Alright. You guys ready for the face reveal or no? Should I just wait? Your cat Daisy is watching with you? Oh my gosh. Hi, Daisy. I bet you're so beautiful. Oh my god, I love cats so much. Even though mine was just attacking my chair. That's probably why he was attacking me. Okay. If I do a face reveal, you guys have to be nice to me because I was struggling with makeup because everything kept falling apart. Like, just generally in my life. All at once. So don't make fun of me. Or I'll start crying. Oh my god, my cat just screamed. Okay, bye. Bye, kitty. He's mad I'm not putting up with his shenanigans. I just closed the door. Some of my more regular people might notice something once I do my face reveal. My cat's name is Stormy. Oh, I have two, but the one that you see right there on the stream, or like on the starting screen here next to me, he's very obviously photoshopped in, but that is my cat Stormy. He pretty much interrupts every single live stream I do, so at this point even people who've only seen like 1 or 2 streams know him. So you'll get to know him very quick because he loves to interrupt. And then we have another one named Scout, who was actually in the room with me, I just realized. Alright guys, hang on. Stormy is a local celebrity. He really is. He's gonna be president, actually, one day. Alright, you ready? Here's kitty reveal. Plus face reveal. Alright. Let's go with Stormy reveal. And a squirrel reveal. Here he is. He does not... He's in a mood right now. Oh my god, he's so, like, bright, and the white is, like, oversaturating him. There we go. There we go. Now you can see. Sweet boy. It's him, the special boy. Hello, Stormy. There we go. We give him lots of love, so now he'll stop harassing me. The other cat is looking really sad over my bed. She's like over that way. Can you just lay down and behave, please? I'm begging you. Please be nice. There we go. There we go. That's what he needs. Okay. I might turn on the bedroom lights. I'm not sure. My plushies back there are a mess right now. But we got new headphones. These are different. All right. Let's get things started. All right. Let's do... I don't even know what games I want to start with. I'm just excited to be here, you know? I want to do Jackbox later if I can. If not, it's not the end of the world. We'll do something else. Something else fun, I suppose. Let's start with... We're gonna... let's see. Alright. We're gonna play some games. Maybe do some Jackbox later. Who knows? For now, I want to do... We're not doing horror games tonight, though. Normally on Friday nights, I know I do like FNAF games. I would prefer not to. And so we're not going to. But instead, you know what? We'll play some Spyro for a little bit, and then we'll see how we're feeling. And maybe I'll switch things up and do something a little bit different. How does that sound? Let's do Spyro. Thank you for the happy birthday, Toeman. I can't spell Spyro. Oh, and of course, you know I've got my favorite beverage in the whole world. This is like literally one of my favorite drinks. It's a problem. It's a major problem. Okay. Let's do... Yeah, that works. Start with the very first one, Spyro the Dragon. Perfect. Alright, guys. This is like literally one of my favorite games. This is like the first game that I ever played as a kid. Let me move the chat over here. Where's everything? Oh, we need the... Yeah, TTS messages are on. That's not what I wanted. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that is really loud. And we're not playing in VR. Oh my god, hang on. Game capture, not Deltarune. We want it set to Spyro. Alright. I've never played the version that's on the computer, so I have no idea if it's any good at all. But we'll find out really fast. But I figured this was a good starting point. This is really loud. Let me know. Should we turn it down? Should turn it down just a little bit. Is that better? Let me know if the audio's bad. If I gotta fix it or anything. I really want to, like, pull my... Nope, nope, can't do that. Don't do that. That sounds... Yeah, it was loud. Not used to it being so loud. I can also turn it down just a little bit more. That should be better. Okay. I figured this was a good starting point, because this is, like, the game that got me into games. Because I'm old. I still, I think, have my original copy of this. Oh my god, hello? Oh. This version's cute. I like the mouse and everything. Okay, yeah, we're starting with the first one. I don't remember which one. I think I had I had one on the GameCube, and I had... Ooh, the animation looks really good.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age.
Oh, look at him.
We have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
Spyro's voiced by what's his name?
I understand he's found a magic spell.
SpongeBob VA. Tom Kenny?
I'll take that question.
Okay, I'm glad you also thought that.
Is a simple
Yeah. Okay.
simple
That's his name is Tom Kenny, isn't it?
in a remote world and is no
I feel crazy right now because I can't remember. Whoa. Okay. What just happened? Did I accidentally hit something? I think I may have. I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay. So I have to rescue... Okay, so all of them got turned into stones. I missed something. I think I accidentally...
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
I might turn it up
Find
just a little bit.
dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, this is a lot different. So I played this on, I literally got a PlayStation 4 in like 2019 or something, and I got this for it, of course, because how could I not? It was the first game I ever played. PlayStation on the... Whoa. It's just, this is crazy different. I don't remember it looking this good. But it's also been like... Whatever year Detroit became human? Whatever year that Detroit became human. Detroit Become Human came out. That's the year I played this. She is unrecognizable, in my opinion. I'm excited, though. Okay. I think... I don't know... Ooh. Yeah, this is like an entirely different game, almost. Thank you for the happy birthday. It's so pretty. I love it. This is making me a little dizzy, though. I don't know if I played this one or not. Detroit... Oh my god. I want to replay it really bad. I think I just got it again on Steam, because I had it on PS4. I still have it on PS4, but... Those are the only games that I think I've played on my PlayStation 4, are Detroit Become Human and this. Oh wait, no, I've also played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and it was bad. It was really bad. Almost unplayable. That's okay. Ah! Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if I played this one. I think I played the second one. If I could actually get on here, that would be great. God damn. The camera is really tripping me up right now. It's also so weird playing this with the keyboard and mouse. I'm so not used to it. Okay.
Hey, Spyro.
Oh, he's cool.
Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
I like him.
Afraid of what?
Falling from high mountain
He's so
peaks?
cute.
Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Spyro, I love you so much. I want to see his, I had a crush on the wizard girl. I think she's a bunny. I can't remember. Bianca? Fuck. And then his friend. I liked his friend. The leopard or whatever he is. Town Square. Okay. I have not paid attention to anything I should be doing, which might be a problem. Don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, he's really cute. I like the way this looks a lot. I'm very happy. But it is also, like, incredibly strange to see him in such high quality. Especially, what's-her-face, Zoe the fairy. She looks like like, I just, in my head, she's just like 4 pixels. Oh, that's right, I have... Okay, God. Nils? I played the whatever one they did where they like had to
Square, Spyro.
all the dragon eggs
Begin
were like
exploring by
getting
gliding to
stolen. I
that
played that
area
one a
with the
lot.
bulls.
I think
Use
that
the
might have
right
been my
stick
first
to get
game.
a good look.
The right stick. I'm playing this with a keyboard and mouse, but alright. Yeah, she doesn't look the same.
Hi, Spyro.
I was not listening to what he said, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. Stormy, I'm gonna have to ask you nicely, once again, to stop harassing me. You want me to open the door? He's being such a problem today, hang on. Oh. Don't yell at me. Goodbye. You gotta go yell at wife instead, maybe, I don't know. That's better. Okay. Hopefully he doesn't do this thing. But if that's the case, I'll just... Oh, there we go, I got it. Figured it out. Figured it out. Okay. I have no idea what the hell is going on. I think I'm supposed to be letting dragons out of the statues. But it really just kind of threw me in here. Slash, I may have accidentally skipped the plot. What the? Huh? Oh. Ooh. What's this? What is that? Oh, it's just an extra life. Okay, cool. Got it. Oh, wasn't paying attention. I killed him on accident. Well, that's okay. Glad I got that extra life so I could immediately use it. We'll try this again. Ooh, careful there, Spyro. There we go. Devlin?
Thanks, Spyro.
That's for me.
I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you
That cake looks
know
so
that you get
good.
your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
Yeah, it's a birthday cake for me. Happy birthday to me. It's a little early, but that's okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, this fucking... I remember that. I remember that haunting voice. Ugh. We're gonna pretend I didn't see it. I remember spending hours trying to chase that stupid thing. Here you go, Sparks. Ugh. Oh my god, hello? I want the sheep. I love the sheep. Okay. Got it. Alvar.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's
Oh,
stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run, run! I'm getting a little winded.
I don't want to. Also, what is he cooking? What was that? I mean... How do I get up there? I feel like I need to be listening to what the hell these guys are telling me to do, because I know it's a tutorial, but I'm not at all. How do I get up to these places? Ooh. Ow. I'm sure they surely... They should have... They told me, right? Something about holding jump at the highest of the jump. It's tripping me up that you switched platforms. It's like, who is this? Oh, it's just you again. Ah! Okay. This is really weird to play with this. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Oh, I was trying to read that and I was like, what the hell does that mean? Involuntary muscle spasm has less latency. You made a video for me? I'll watch it later, I promise.
Hi, Spyro.
Yep, can you tell me what this guy said? Was it him that gave me important advice that I can figure out?
Thanks, Spyro.
I was so busy looking
I
at
had the
this
worst itch
cake,
on the
I'm
tip
not
of
gonna
my
lie.
wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by
Okay, yeah,
pressing
exactly
the
what you said he
jump
said, which
button
is...
at the very top of your jump?
What the fuck does that mean? Also, why? And I'm so sick of this guy over here. Why can't I jump onto this fountain? I get the longest glide, is that what he said? I don't know. I feel like I struggled with this one a lot before, too. He's telling me to get the guy with the egg. I don't know how to get up. I must be missing something, right? Oh, hello? There we go. I remember that there was like a way to hover. I don't know what he's talking about. Ah! Hello? What the? Why would I need that? Exit look. It's 5 seconds. Oh my god, you made me a vine for my birthday? Damn. I think... I don't know. Hang on. Wait, guidebook. Guidebook. None of this is teaching me anything. Stay. None of this is helpful. Okay, well, whatever. Guess the dragon egg will be cooked into dinner or something, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'll come back to it later. Make a better tutorial or something, I don't know. I should also maybe perhaps... Oh! I could also maybe switch to my controller. That might help. But it feels a little wrong playing it with the Xbox controller. Hello? There you go. No! Oh. Where did he go? Is he dead yet? There we go. Okay, got it. I got another life! We're winning! Okay. Ooh. Damn it, and I have to go back. I think I might be missing a vital thing. Whoa! Okay. Oh, sorry, Spyro. I think maybe... I'm gonna try switching to the controller. Might work a little bit better for me. The Sonic controller never fails me. Isn't it beautiful? What just put you into here. I have too many things plugged into my PC. The amount of, like, cables I have running into my PC. Also, there's, like, an invisible wall right there. This feels a lot better. Okay. I think I could figure it out. Okay. Where else do we need to go? Can we go other places? Nice. Yeah, this makes way more sense. Oh wait, there's a dragon. Got it. Got it. Devlin. Oh.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's
my
helping
health
and protecting
bar.
you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Some of these dragons are very handsome. Woo. The water tortures you. Tortures you? Hurts you. That's the word I was looking for. That too, though. Okay. Get back here. Okay, wait. This is different. We went to, what, Town Square before? This is Stonehenge? Ooh. The load time's driving me a little crazy. But at least I can play with Dragon. Hello? There we go. There we go. Nice. So does it just auto-save? I guess so. Oh. I remember there being, like, a barn with, like, sheep all around it. I think this is also the second game that I'm thinking of. And then the sheep, they had... like, you could... yeah, that was a long loading screen. I remember there being... I remember... Yo. I don't remember what I remember anymore. There was... ooh! Ooh! I found one! Aster.
After you've freed
look at his
all
funny
the
little hat.
dragons, pass through this fancy vortex.
They look so
thingamajigger.
good.
It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks.
I was gonna say, Spyro's not gonna be interested in all that. He's like, mm-mm. Alright, guess we're leaving. That was a lot of loading just for that. There's probably more dragons that I missed there that are slowly wasting away. Oh, why was this so much faster, this one? The other cat has joined. You never show up on streams. Little lady. Yeah? Yeah, this is the other one. She never shows up. Hi. Scotty Pouty. She's being so tame. Yeah? Meow. She will not lay on this chair. My cat will, but she will not. That's Scout. That is the only other cat that we have. Normally she's not in here. She's normally not part of the streams. But today she changed her mind, I guess. I don't know. Probably because I intruded on her time in here. And she was like, I guess I'll be part of this. Oh my god, what am I doing now? If I could stop. Wait, sheep! Ah! Allow me to turn you into pork chops. No, they didn't do the thing. They got rid of it! Not pork chops. Not pork chops. Hang on. That's not sheep. I wanted to turn them into the little meats. Instead, this just, like, makes them naked and then they die. I liked when they turned into, like, the little meat things.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me.
Is Ro just eating a whole watermelon?
If you feel you are ready.
Oh, I found all the dragons. Look at that, I did it. Okay. Alright, that was way easier than I thought. Can't believe I beat this. I beat the whole game. Game's done. I'm really good at this game. Wait! Sparks, eat that! I don't think you needed it, but that's okay. Toasty. Spyro goes rawr. Oh, okay. Right. Right. Who the fuck is Toasty? Why do I feel like I know you? Who is he? Who is you, Toasty? You stop screaming, please? Who are you? Oh, what the hell is that? What just happened? Am I having to kill dogs? No. No. This goes against everything. Oh, wait. Oh, whoa. Wait. Only if... Okay, interesting. Crazy that they put an impossible level in the game. The dogs don't care as long as you don't disturb their sleep. I love how it's synchronized they were there. Got it. Oh crap, I need to really... Nevin? Okay.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up
Who
his
is
sleeve.
Toasty? Should I know who this guy is? Also, I found all the dragons already? There's just one? Oh! Whoa! That's pretty cool. Okay. No, Spyro! That was way harder than I thought it was gonna be. I just got... Well, yeah, I do want to toast him. That's okay. We can start fresh. Well, maybe. Oh, I didn't get hit by Toasty at all? Damn. Alright. So much for that. I just got an achievement for beating him without getting hit. No hit, I guess. Well, oh! Okay, I spoke a little too soon. The dogs hit me. I guess that doesn't count. I didn't realize he was just gonna run away. Well, I did it. I beat the game for babies. Oh, Sparks, let's get you some food, eh? I'm so mad that they took out, like, Here we go. Done. Did it. Now what? Oh, I have to go back to the- I have to go back to Stonehill. I missed everything in Stonehill. Okay. Alright, let's go back to Stonehill. I hope it does not. The loading screen for this one is crazy. Mm-hmm. I finished my pepper. I'm so sad. Oh well. Okay. Now I have to remember where I went before, and I have no idea. This motherfucker. There we go. Dang. Okay. Oh, there's a dragon up there. How do I get up there is the question. Oh no, I have to like use my brain and think about things. It's not gonna be easy. I remember there being a thing where you can like... Oh wait, I just go here. That's all I had to do. It's not that hard. Got it. Gildas.
Spyro!
Oh, he's cute.
How about a hint on gliding?
Yes.
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
Okay, well half of that is a hint that I already got. So, thanks, I guess. Whatever. Okay. We want to be up on top, huh? Right. I love when he runs. Alright, let's go. Okay. Whoa! Whoa! There's collision with the invisible wall. That's so weird. Alright. Well. Whoa, Spyro, chill. I want the kangaroo. She's not even in this game, is she? Oh! She's probably not in this game. I miss her though. I love her. Wait, no, she's gotta be in this game, right? Isn't her name Sheila? I feel like her name's literally just Sheila. I loved her. And she like kills the whatever that guy is, the Moneybags guy. I always hated that fucker. She was like literally one of my favorite characters. I actually really liked all the girls, I think. I can do something here. Please. How do I get up? Oh? No. Nope, that's not it. How? How? Get up there. Well. Okay. Surely there's some- Oh! Come on! Spyro, no! Well, it was nice while it lasted, I guess. Now what? Let's go over here. Let's go see what's going on over here. Ouch! I have no idea what other games I'm gonna play. I just really wanted to play Spyro. Okay. I would like to maybe make my birthday cake tonight, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I really feel like baking. I baked cookies and that took me way too long. We'll set up a wife cam again. That was fun. What is this hole? Let's go into this hole. There's a dragon in the hole. It's Gavin. Oh!
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power.
I like this one.
When he eats butterflies, he
Does
stays
he have his
strong,
horns
like
gauged?
me.
Sure.
He just kisses his muscle. I kind of like him. Hey, 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 hey! I was down there. Well, whatever. How many more do I have left? Like 2, maybe? 1, and then I have this stupid egg from that stupid guy that's going. Ugh, I want more. Well, actually, I do have cookies. I'm gonna eat a Freddy cookie, my Freddy cookie tomorrow, probably. Because I've been saving it. Did I eat my. I did eat my. I ate the End Dog cookie. What other cookies do I have left? Oh, I also have the Bite of 87 cookie. The friggin' well, the Bite of 83. I have the Crying Child cookie with like his head chomped. So I gotta eat that one. Okay, where do I need to go? I'm a little confused. Tomorrow, my birthday is gonna be FNAF themed, because of course it is. We're gonna have pink cupcakes. I'm gonna use the little eyeballs to make them little Carl cupcakes. Or Mr. Cupcakes, I guess. Found the dragon. Lindar. Oh, he's cute.
When you free a dragon or step on
That
one
is
of
not the voice I was
platforms,
expecting.
you're
Why does he
saving
have so many
your progress.
clocks?
That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
Cool, I found all the dragons. Wow, look at all that. Lilies. Okay. You should ice your cookies, though. I iced all of mine? Well, okay. I did the frosting until I got sick of it, and then I made Barry finish them. No time for Cookie. I love Cookie. Not that I like that sentence, but whatever. Okay. What if I just... Oh wait, every time she zaps you, you're saving. I just remembered that. I don't think they established that, but I think that's what it is. I remember that being a thing, at least. How do I get home? I don't know. I figured it out so quickly last time, and now I feel like I'm, like, so lost. Oh, it's right here. Got it. We're good. We're good. That dragon egg is going to become breakfast for that guy, I guess, because I just don't know how to, get to him. That's way too much of a challenge for me. Okay. Got all those, got all the... Oh, I have to go to Town Square. I missed one. Okay. Do I have to get the eggs? I don't think so. I think those are just an extra challenge. Where's Town Square? Ow! I also really like... I think it's also the second one. The one that I played the most had, like, the lizards with the skateboard. You had to go, like, skateboard around and then get the lizard. I played hours of that game. I was so bad at it, but I loved it so much. But I also played a lot of, okay, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, so I don't think that should be a shock at all. I was also bad at that one. I also played... What else did I play? Gran Turismo? Croc? What is Croc? I've never played Croc. My top, like, games on my PlayStation were literally Spyro. I've actually never played, what's the other one? Banjo-Kazooie, I've never played that one. I played Spyro, I played Tony Hawk, and I played Gran Turismo. And then I also had PlayStation, like, demos, which I still have. And I would sit there and I'd play the demos for games that I would never get. Including Jammerlammy, which I always wanted, but I've never had, and I don't even know how to get a copy of that one. But I want one so bad. I always wanted that game. Where's the... Wait, can I just... Oh wait, I could just travel there. I don't have to go to the portals once I go in there, I think. I think we're good. Cool. Alright, back here. if there's any other games that I played. Can't remember. It was mostly those, and then I got my GameCube. There were little chickens. Yeah, yeah. One of the demos that I had was Toy Story 2, I think. It was either Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 2. I played it a lot, and then I begged my parents for it. Because I literally would watch Toy Story. How do I get up here? Toy Story and Toy Story 2, like, on loop. I don't think I even knew that they made a Bug's Life game. I probably would have played the shit out of that one, too. What was it? Freaking... God, what was it? So I got, like, a PlayStation, and then my dad upgraded me to a PlayStation 2, and then I could just play all my games because they're backwards compatible. So I think my dad switched to Xbox, like the first Xbox at that point. But what was the game that I was just thinking of? Fuck. Oh my god! It was one of the worst games ever. It was Shrek. Oh my god, hello? I don't know what just happened there. It was the Shrek treasure hunting game. The game was awful. And I think after that, I somehow still didn't, yeah. Well, I think it was on, I think I played it on the PlayStation 2, but still, I think it was, I don't know, I still have that, too. I have most of my PlayStation games. How do I get up here? Oh, I got them stuck in the ground with their horns. That's interesting, okay. Yeah, I was recently watching a video of a guy who, like, went and played every single, like, Shrek game ever. That game was so bad. So bad. I almost stopped asking my parents to ever get me movie games ever again. But then for some reason that didn't prevent me from doing it. And I can't remember what... There was this really weird game that, like, in my head I can think of it. It had ducks. And I think it had it was a spin-off of a TV show or something. Or a movie, maybe. What the fuck was it? But I remember renting it from GameStop. Or not from GameStop, sorry, Blockbuster. And my mom never let me rent games. And this one, I rented it. I think it was a movie spin-off of something. Can't remember what it was. Or a TV spin-off or something. And after that, I, like, was so insistent that, like, renting games at Blockbuster was, like, something that my mom should let me do more often, but she rarely did. And so I had to pretend that I really liked it because I wanted to not give her a reason to not let me rent games at Blockbuster anymore. But it was also a really bad game. So basically, I shouldn't have let anybody make decisions, or let me make I should not have let anybody let me make decisions on what games to play as a kid. It's probably the same as an adult, but that's okay. How do I get the fuck up on any of this? I'm not understanding it. I'm not good at this. It's hard. I don't know. Oh! At least I have like 100 lives because I keep grabbing things. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get up there. Did any of the dragons teach me how to do that? Let's see, did this dragon teach me something? Nope, this is just where you spawn in. Got it. Cool. Any of these dragons had to have taught me something, right? I'm not really sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm very upset about it. Help! Help! Oh, this was the one that told me to just... Ah! Okay, there we go. Wait, I figured it out. We're good, I think. Should be it. Because then I can just go around this way. There we go. Okay. Did a dragon here tell me how to do something that was important? Zoe?
Hi, Spyro.
Maybe this one taught me something and I missed it. Hey Alvar, can you repeat yourself? I'm sorry.
Spyro!
No,
do
he
you
told me
seem
about the egg. This
interested?
isn't helpful. Does he have like... I think he had food attached to his like little spikes on his tail. That's cute. Come on. You can figure this out. I believe in you. Those are some good chicken noises, actually. I appreciate it. I respect it. I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all. How do I get up here? He thinks me missing very important move. There was like... Nope. How? Do I have to like look this up? I might have to. I might have to look this up real quick. Oh! I can do that! Because what else would it be? That's not helpful. Oh, that's a crazed way to look at, like, his body looks when he's, like, doing that. Is this helpful? Nope. There's gotta be something that I'm not seeing here. Hang on. The people of Steam... Hello? Cat just got me again. Hang on. I need Steam to help me out here real quick. Steam, please. No. Gameplay basics. Huh? This is not a good guide. This is a really not helpful guide at all. 0 out of 10. How to open the game! Oh my gosh! Oh! It's really helpful, thank you. 100% and not clickbait. How to open the game. Press the play button. You can't see these guides, but they're really top-notch. Trust. How to jump. What is... None of these are helpful at all. Is there anybody who can give me any tips here? No? None at all. Very cool. I'm gonna have to look at the actual internet and not the Steam people. Because the Steam people just don't know what they're doing. Oh, or not, because my internet browser is frozen. Everything's frozen, hang on. No Spyro experience. Well, then you need to get it together. My browser totally froze just now. Oh my god, like fully to the extent I have to like hard close it. Girl, what is wrong with you? Let's get Firefox open. She'll do it right. Okay, Spyro. How to... How to get Spyro to jump higher. Hold the button for a higher jump. Use momentum with a charge jump. Okay. Everybody's saying to charge and then jump. Oh, maybe that is what I need to be doing. I see, maybe. Maybe. Nope. Let's start again. Charge, jump, glide, maybe? Spyro can't do that. He's too stupid. Oh, wait. I think I got it. I think we're almost there. I think we're getting this. Maybe not. Maybe this is the end of Spyro for me forever. There's not enough of the pretty bunny lady that I remember. This is annoying as hell. I'm not even gonna lie right now. It's pissing me off. What if I want to play the game that I know? Let's quit and we'll go to the second one. Hang on. Not Year of the Dragon. Ripto's Rage. This is the one that I played. I don't think I played the first one. I think I played this one. We're playing this one now.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like.
This is not...
We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny.
I don't remember this being the thing.
Dragon Shores, yeah. I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach?
I don't like his...
Last one there's a Nork!
Yippee! I don't remember this cutscene at all. But I could also be just thinking about the...
Is it working, Professor?
Who are you?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't
Hunter,
such a
that's
good
his name.
idea.
That guy, I remember
Putting
him.
The dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this.
Oh, I don't like his teeth.
They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point.
It's gonna be Spyro, the smallest little guy.
Stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got it!
I remember none of this. Who are you? Who is this girl?
Hi, which way's the beach? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Damn. Oh. I remember that guy.
Someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me?
What?
A dragon? You brought a dragon.
I remember none of this.
Avalar?
Maybe I've never played this one.
I hate dragons. Yeah!
Why is just the cutscene alone having so many issues right now?
Crush, kill it, kill
Oh my
it.
god.
Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter.
Damn.
I'll deal with you later.
Awkward.
Who was that jerk?
What are the things that he has, if
That
not
was
dragons?
Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Bro just wanted a vacation. This is so sad. I'd play a game where Spyro just goes to the beach.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome.
Oh, it's a little mouse.
Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems. Can you stop them?
I remember these bad guys though. What? Are all the lizards scared of me? That's amazing, actually. I like the way they cower in fear. The little ladybug! Oh, look at the giant gems. Oh, that's cute. Now it's dead. Okay, all better. Okay. So... yeah. That's so funny. They think they're so hot shit, and then they see this tiny purple dragon, smaller than them, they cower in fear. I love it. I love to see it. Yeah, that's what I remember as the hover. Oh my god. Yeah. Little... whatever. Okay. Alright. Oh, the mines! I yearn for the mines. Let's go.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever... that zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Okay. Oh, what the hell is happening? Is that one of the mice that I just saved?
We gem cutters
What
are a
is
bit
he?
too short to
There's
climb
a
these
specific type
ladders,
of mouse, I
and it looks
think.
like you are too. After you learn to climb, come
They've
back
got
to
like a
Glimmer
little
to see
thing on
me.
the end of the... after I learn to climb. Huh? I can climb in this? Oh, this fucking guy.
You can't use the bridge without paying, and you do not appear to have enough gems.
You're serious. There's gems right here! Bro. I hate this guy so much. He's literally so annoying. I'm an idiot. Okay. He's the one, he like captures the kangaroo. He captures her and he puts her in a cage, and then he makes you pay like 500 gems to fucking release her. And then she just absolutely like destroys
Back again,
him.
eh? And with plenty of
Sure, why
Thank
not?
you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You
He
can
didn't
now
even
use
make
the
that bridge.
whenever
I
you
feel like he
want,
just came
free of
in.
charge. I hope.
I feel like he just came in here and started charging fees.
To get a good look around,
Yeah, I don't want your help, thank you. Oh my god. Get this fucking guy.
Spyro, thanks for helping
Twitchy?
us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of glimmer as a sign of our gratitude.
I like these little mice things. They're cute. I just got a, what?
This
A little
magic portal next
pickaxe?
to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
That sounds like maybe we're gonna go see the beach. Okay. Oh, there's more up here. What's going on up here? Oh, I remember these challenges. It like superpowers your wings and then you have to do something. Fly around a bunch.
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up
Thank
will
you for
give
the happy
enough
birthday,
magic to
Focal
fly for a
Seal.
short time.
I think for some people it is my birthday in their time zone. I've still got 5 hours left. There we go. Where are all your lamps? Huh? What lamps? I don't really understand. Are these the lamps? Hang on. Let me start again. Oh, Spyro. No! Wait, got it. I did it. Okay, what is happening now?
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
Let's go? What is that? That's cool. Why are we collecting orbs? I wasn't really listening to the plot before, I'm not gonna lie. I was mostly shocked because I don't remember it. Well, it's probably important for some reason or another. You know, I don't know what that reason would be, so. Oh wait, what's this? What's this up here? Where do we go? What do we do? Got something up here? Damn it. Wait, can't I just have that guy let me super fly? It should be fine. Oh, I should be able to get up there too. But yeah, this is a big help right here. There we go. There's literally nothing up here. It's just gems, which is good and important and stuff, but like, what else could I possibly need up here? It's just a spot to get to collect gems. Got it. Cool. Very awesome, I guess. What am I doing? Oh yeah, there's a spot up here. It's also something I can do. Why does it automatically put me over there? What if I want to be over here? There we go. Got it. Okay. Oh my god, I like the little mice. They're cute. I feel like there's a certain type of creature that I should know, but what else is there for me? Nothing. What? Oh, it's a mine door thingy. Okay, I don't think there's anything else for me here, so I guess I'm just gonna leave. Ooh! I really should just go back to my Bluetooth headphones. I'm just lazy. And these ones are way more comfortable. Haha. Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't...
Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm
Hi.
Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
She's kind of cute.
They gave me
I
a
guess.
souvenir, too. They called it a
She's
talisman.
no Bianca.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh,
I don't like this new version of Hunter at all.
Spyro's gonna help us collect
Bad.
the talismans.
I am?
He is.
Hello! Oh my gosh, it's good to see you.
There's no way you
Thank
can
you for the
get
happy
to Dragon
birthday.
Shores right now. Ripto and his
My
monsters have taken
Christmas
over
was
the
so
half of the
good.
Summer Forest.
You're
going to have to go to
Yeah.
Avalar's world.
It was good.
and
It was
convince
just...
the inhabitants to
I'm
give
very
you their
tired now.
talisman. You
So I
can keep
literally
them in
like
your
worked all day on Christmas Eve and everything.
I could do that.
And then went and saw
Why
family.
doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
And then the next day,
You can't even keep track
woke
of your
up,
running shoes.
went and saw
How
family,
can we trust you
went and
with
saw other
14
family,
talismans?
and then came home. And both nights I came home late, so I'm
If you
like
come across any
exhausted.
orbs,
And then I came
they're
into work
important
today. So,
But I'll tell you
but it was
about that
good.
later.
How was your Christmas?
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans. Give
I was
Ripto
not
the
listening to the
old
plot of
hot
this at
foot,
all.
And be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Lunchtime. Let's see.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto
Yeah,
has
she is yapping. I'm not retaining a single thing you're saying, girl. So, somebody else is gonna have to explain the plot to me at some point, probably. Can I just get, like, the cliff notes? Oh my god, I know! I'm a little late for that, but thank you, Zoe. I don't like Hunter. I swear he looked so much better in the other game.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time. Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide.
Yep.
Press the...
Okay.
Nice job. Now, try to do a hover.
Okay.
Press the jump button, then...
You got it. Done. Absolutely. Killed it.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all.
Okay.
You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get
Get
a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover.
Oh, I did it.
You're a pretty
Okay,
good
cool.
athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Santa came early on Christmas Eve morning, and surprisingly, he gave me some gifts this year. I absolutely slayed that shit. Somehow. This is not... Well, you might as well. Complete Hunter's Challenge. I don't like the way he looks. Am I crazy? I need to, like, look at this. Hang on a second. What the hell did Bro look like before? We're gonna look at this up. Spyro the Dragon Hunter. He looked like so different. Hang on. Like, yeah, he's weird looking, but like he was a PlayStation character. They all looked weird. Oh my god, the amount of ads on this website is crazy. He's too, what you call it? He's just like way too, little sister came for the holidays on Saturday. Oh my god. That is so much. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the hard part about... There's just so many different things going on. Yeah, Bro was ugly before, but at least, like... Hang on. I'm gonna pull up these pictures. Whew. There's a lot of different pictures of him. Okay. He just... Hang on, I'm gonna show you guys. Look. Hang on. Oh. This is what he used to look like. I kind of like, look, he has no teeth at all. I feel like this is better. I like this Hunter better, and now he's like so, what you call it? Skylanders art style. Enter the Dragonfly, he also looked... Yeah, he doesn't have... He can count his polygons on 2 hands. He looked so much... I like this better. He does have the Sonic eyes kind of going into each other, you know, like the goggle eyes. But like, at least... He doesn't... I hate this. Get rid of it. Ugh. This is what I remember. I remember him looking like that. Not that. Yeah, the difference is not... Look at the eyebrows, too. Like... No. Mm-mm. They did him so wrong. That's incorrect. Okay, back to the game. I just needed to confirm that I wasn't actually losing my mind, because I don't remember him looking like this at all. That's because he didn't. Okay. What am I doing now? Gotta go to Colossus? Not this fucking guy again.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as...
Oh my god. Yeah, like, I think getting rid of... Oh, I can swim in this. Water doesn't kill you. He would look so much better without the creepy-ass teeth. So much better. Hello? What was that opening? I remember these guys. I feel like these guys are in the game with Sheila. Hello? Oh. What was that cutscene? Huh? Spyro, we should just turn around and leave. I'm a little...
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors.
Oh, of course.
To the other brothers,
if I know anything, it's that doors keep everything out. And that's the best way to protect... Little penguin! Oh, look at him! Oh, hi! Oh, he's so cute! Oh... Charge a goat in Colossus. There's so many achievements in this one. I loved a penguin. Oh, look at him running around. I know that I'm probably gonna have to kill a penguin to get health, so I just have to hope that I never get hurt.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
Oh, okay. What? This is weird as hell. This is really weird. What? What? Also, what? They're really big into hockey? What is happening? What are we listening to? There's so much. I don't like this area. It's freaking me out a little. Yeah, look, he's got a puck. Is it because it's all ice? This area is like ice. I don't understand why they roll at me, but...
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
Okay. The doors, but they are protected by...
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. You're flame attached.
Girl, how do you think I got here? Okay. I'm very confused and also very lost right now. I kind of feel like I missed something. What are we doing here exactly?
Hey, look what I can do.
And this helps me how? Oh, it goes up and down. I like the pictures on the wall. I'm so confused right now. This game just took a very weird turn. This cannot be the right game. I must be misremembering. You know what? It is Year of the Dragon I played.
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
Have a good night, JS Geek. It was good seeing you again. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Oh, there's the Yeti! I'm gonna kill this guy. Easy peasy. Ew. Oh.
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
What the f- What was that? I thought I was gonna... Now, why'd that guy have to bark? Okay. So, whatever. Whatever. We'll just move on. That was the I just need to be out of here. He had to bark for the yeah, but he didn't have to bark. Is the Yeti gonna be under there?
Ooh.
There's a lot of murder in this. Hey, Hey, do you want the door open? What is wrong? I think the cats are attacking each other through the door. Hang on. Oh, I forgot I have wired headphones. Whoops. Not used to it. Can I help you? Oh. What is happening up there? What are you doing? Oh, okay. Okay. I love how fast my cat came running in to be like, oh, I'm here. Okay. We're good, we're good. We're okay. I think. I'm never going back there ever again. We're done with that. That was weird. I did not like that. Okay. So this is not the one that I remember. Where is... It was this one then. I feel so crazy right now. What would have happened if this game got delayed? Because it released Year of the Dragon, right? Yeah, this one is the one I remember. You steal all the dragon eggs, all the dragons are sleeping. I played this one a lot. Her! Her! I had a crush on her, big time. And she was not nearly as cute in the PlayStation version. She was actually very, very different.
Huh? Get her! Stop her!
I like that cutscene more in the blocky, awkward, clunky graphics version. She like awkwardly trips and the egg goes flying dramatically.
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all.
Nice.
Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
She's so cute. Was it just me or the fairies getting bigger each game? I think I might be going crazy. But she seemed a lot bigger. A desperate rescue begins.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro,
does he have a piercing on the top of his head?
Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Interesting. Yeah, that I remember.
Find the eggs and bring
That's
them
good.
back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
Alright, this is what I was here for. I was here for this one. You're the dragon. My cat is playing dead right behind me, actually. I just looked. Okay. Yes. Also, I love the Spyro soundtrack so much. When I get to see all the little baby dragons. Beautiful. All the dragon eggs hatch. They're so cute.
Hi, Spyro. To look...
Yes, thank you for the tutorial, Zoe, but... What the hell is that? Whoa!
You're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. do I make myself clear. If I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
Aw, but you're cute. She's not that intimidating. She's too cute. Like, I'm gonna be scared of this pretty little bunny lady. There he is. There he is. That's...
Spyro!
Oh, what the hell did they do to Sheila?
Funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalon. The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo.
What did they do to her?
If you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let...
Okay, we need 300 gems so we can free her. Oh god, that's gonna be a while. Sorry, Sheila, it'll be a minute. We do have a lot down here, though. Okay. Should be able to get her freed. I don't know if we'll be able to get her freed with all of the stuff on this map. We'll figure it out. There we go, there we go. Alright, so now we gotta go look for all of these dragon eggs. This is, like, in my opinion, the best game. I love this one. There we go. Alright. There we go. I think the only other one I played was Enter the Dragonfly, which I don't think they remastered. That one was on GameCube?
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of those portal thing in the jigs that leads to a different...
Yep, he's gonna be like...
I saw something shiny in that cave over there. Let's go check...
Yep. Spyro! Are you kidding me right now? Alright, let's get these gems. Ugh. There we go. They look like glass and like, I don't know. Okay. These are the sheeps that I remember, and I feel like there's like aliens or something over here.
I'm late for a dinner party at the Tiki Lodge, and the portal to my home just stopped working. Maybe the portal will reactivate after a few more dragons hatch.
Sure. I like him. Whatever you say, sir. Oh my gosh, if everybody could stop trying to talk to me, that'd be great. And Hunter's gonna try and talk to me now too.
I see an egg at the bottom of this lake. I would go get it, but I don't want to give it.
Okay. How do I... Oh my god, Spyro, you're so fast when you're underwater. You're kind of impossible to control, you know that? Oh, there we go. Bruce. Look at his little cheeks all puffed out because he's holding his breath. It's so cute. Alright. Let's get up, 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 please. Thank you. Oh, I remember you!
Here I was, about to go for a nice swim at Shell.
Okay. The dragons open the portals, so we have to find more of the portal, or more of the eggs. Because more eggs hatch, and then we get more portals. Makes sense. Wait, what? Spyro, I've got a special task for Sparks. Meet me back here later. Okay. I don't know. I remember this, I remember this. I remember the hot air balloon. Okay, how do I get to the lizards? Not the lizards that skateboard. How do I get to the skateboarding game with the lizards in it? Where you chase all the lizards. That's the one I want to play. Okay, we're gonna be able to free Sheila in no time at this rate, honestly. Because we are raking in these friggin' gems. Okay. Look at that. And soon we'll be able to get Rocky. Oh, we have to come back when we have 10 eggs saved. So we probably gotta go to the Cloud Spire first. Let's go do the glide thingy-majiggy. Maybe we can get to the cloud. Oh, we also have Sunny Villa to go to. Lots of stuff to do. Okay. Let's complete this task that Hunter wants us to do. Okay, Spyro. Whatever, let's just go to Cloud Spires. Whatever, let's just go. I think the Cloud people... I feel like I'm kind of scared of the Cloud people. I can't remember, though. Oh, yeah.
The Rhinox have shut down
Yeah,
our cloud
okay.
generator, and I may never see a rainbow again.
I mean, there are worse things happening. Baby dragons have been kidnapped. There we go, got him. Okay. There's a literal kangaroo in a cage. Things could be so much worse, Nimbus. A rainbow is not that big of a deal in all the grand scheme of things. Okay. And what, ooh, we're really close to getting enough gems for Sheila. Oh. Aha.
If my wings were big and strong like yours,
Sirius.
I could easily glide across here.
Yeah, we know how to glide. That's how we got here. What are you talking about? Okay. Where are... oh, more gems, please. More gems, please. More gems, please. Thank you. I'll be taking all that. We can go free Sheila! Alright. Okay.
The metal armor those enemies are wearing protects them from your
Okay,
dragon.
so I can... I just gotta charge them. That's what I just did, though. Oh, are they yodeling? What the hell are they doing? Oops, sorry. Did not mean to kill that little guy. Alright, there we go. Got an egg. Got an egg. Stephanie! Let's go, Stephanie! Oh my god, look at that thing! It's a fat little baby! It came out of the egg, ready to go with little bows on its head. It was so cute. Alright, here we go. Oh, that was awful. Please never do that again. Okay. There we go, there we go. Okay, this guy right here. There we go. And then he gets on the- no! Damn it. Here we go. Oh, this freaking guy again.
Well, if it isn't my favorite dragon, the sorceress.
No.
What?
No way, you
No.
doofus.
What else are you going to do with all?
I have to give you money so you can friggin' see free the little kangaroo. Where's the Okay. I get the feeling that there's no other way for me to get past without paying him. But that's okay, because you know what? I can just go back home. I don't need this stupid place with their cloud factory. Stupid. Okay. Oh! I got really, I may have not made the best decision. It okay, though. Okay. What's up here? Oh wait, we already found that out. Alright, very, very cool. Very dumb of me to, Alright, let's exit this level. We'll go back, and then we're gonna... What did I literally just say I was gonna do? Wish I could remember.
I saw something shiny.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm always too early. Okay. Oh, I was gonna free Sheila. That's what I was gonna do. Duh. Alright.
I'm getting paid a fortune to keep Sheila the kangaroo. Ah, Spyro.
Alright, money's in the bag. Sunrise Spring, free Sheila the kangaroo.
I hope you
Oh, they dressed her up and
appreciate
everything.
this favor I'm doing in letting you out.
That's good of you, mate. No hard feelings, eh?
Right. After all, I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. I reckon you be one of them dragons then.
I love her so much.
Name's Spyro.
Never thought I'd see one. You dragons used to rule this entire world, you know? Then all of a sudden you left. Poof.
Dragons used to live here?
Wow.
Didn't you know? They say it was over 1,000 years ago, I think.
And they just left?
Yeah. And the weird thing is, after they left, all the magic in the world just sort of went with them. I mean, they say this world used to have magic coming out of the wazoo.
I can't
Flying
wait to
ships,
play
singing
as her.
forests,
She is
wishing
very
stones,
different in
you
this, though.
name it.
She did not have
When the
hair.
dragons left, it all just dried up.
I wore a shirt.
Is that why
in
some
the
of the
original
portals
game.
don't work?
Yeah, they're starting to fade out too, one by one. Well, I gotta get back home and do some damage control. Come visit anytime you like.
I want to go play as her right now. Please, please, please. I love her so much. Let me in. Let me in. I get to go play as her. She jumps really hard. She's really cool. I love her very
Thanks
much.
again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Yes, the Billy Goats. God, yeah, her. Oh, I love her mechanics so much. It's so fun. There's like a way that I can like. Yeah, I was like, I remember there being a way for me to like stomp.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button, then press it again exactly when you hit the ground to do a double jump. Once you've mastered it, you can go anywhere you want.
Okay. I don't know what that thing is, but... Hello? Here we go. Oh! Sorry!
Ah, home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelet, but I
Oh
think
yeah!
you deserve it
The
more.
dragon eggs are in here. Oh! Oh! She's so cute with her little bow. Hello? I can only rotate her. Hello? There we go. Very odd. She was, having a moment. Cool. Yeah, I think you gotta, like, land on top of their houses and stuff. I need to eat soon. Okay, what the? She keeps getting stuck. Is that Moose wearing a hat? Hello, Sheila? Girl, this might not be playable. That's really sad because it keeps getting stuck. We'll figure it out. It's a little janky. What was the reason for that? Yeah, this moose is wearing like... What's going on? It's like wearing a jersey and it's got a hat on its horn. There we go. Oh, that's right. These guys took over the goats' houses, so... Woo! There we go, there we go. Alright, there we go. We're getting them. What is with that? You see the moose? What does its deal? Is it... The fuck? Sunny, what did you do? Oh my god. What's wrong with you? Okay, stop. My cat is just screaming at me. Hang on. He needs a second. Come here. Oh my god, I keep knocking stuff over. Come here. Come here. You want up? You want the door open. Got it. Hang on. My goodness. Like a back and forth never-ending cycle with him. You know, I could solve this, I guess, if I look looking crap. Is that not good enough for you? That fucking dude. I swear. Okay. I don't understand this moose guy. Hello? Can I please? Oh my god, it's really, really, really janky. I don't think she's supposed to be getting stuck in random spots like that.
Do you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle?
Or a vehicle? We can drive? Oh my god, okay. There we go. I don't know why it's so weird. Oh my god. Did I not just kill all these freaking guys? Oh my god, there's so many of them. Why do they keep multiplying? Oh, I have to destroy the little houses. R.I.P. I'm so sick of these stupid bots. Oh my god. I'll have to deal with that in a second. But your bot problem is annoying me. Even with the freaking mod protection on. There we go. Got it. We're good. I'm so good at this. Okay. Did I get all the Norks? The nasty Norks? Okay. Here we go. There we go, okay. Hello? I don't really feel like there's a use for these houses other than sit there. Sheila, there you go. Alright. Damn, making me wish I just played the fucking PlayStation 1 version. Which is a problem. This should not be the more working version, but I guess. Hello? This is a problem. There we go. Okay. Now what? We have more Norks. More Norks. Oh, now they can go back to their homes. Got it. So now they're probably gonna give me a prize. Whoa! My cat just scared me.
Hey, Sheila.
Okay, that was weird.
Takes this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
Oh. Yeah, I'm okay. Ah! I remember this one. I remember that one. It's so weird, like, this, like, specifically Sheila's part of the game is, I think, one of the parts I remember the most from this. And it's unfortunate that it's, like, seemingly the most broken part of this so far. Very good.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. Oh, you can have this egg I found in my house.
Alright. Why is she... Whoa! She does not want it. Okay, got all the eggs. So now I guess we go back. So that's everything here? Guidebook? Sheila's help. Oh! Wait. Was that all the eggs here? Yes, I got them all. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but at least we got them all. But I really liked... I liked Sheila's in the original. I just wish it wasn't so broken in this version. Okay, hang on 1 second. Did he just sneeze? Okay. Oof. I just heard the door close. My wife has left. I'm all alone. Never mind. They didn't leave. Oh, yes, I remember these guys.
Can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Oh my god, they're useless. These are just like the lizards.
Just let me catch my breath, and then I'll kick that up.
Yeah. I think before I killed him, he was running literally back and forth and getting attacked by both of them. It's very funny, like, how much they're, like, terrified of dragons. I find it so greatly amusing. And, you know, as they should be. Because I am absolutely just roasting them, literally. Frog! Dead frog. I'm sorry, was Bro just slurping? Yep. That's disgusting. I hated that. We didn't need all that. Okay. Here we go.
This Rhinoc is too big to charge.
Okay. Well, that was short-lived. My god, these guys are stupid. Oh, look at the hungry boys. Oh. Alright, we found Vanessa! Oh my gosh, it's Vanessa FNAF. Spyro. Yeah, I know your name. I actually really like Vanessa a lot more now because of the movie, even though they're two entirely separate Vanessas. But I'm not gonna get into all that right now. We can get into that when I play Security Breach another time. God, I'm so good at this game. Absolute legend over here. Causing forest fires, killing innocent animals. And killing non-innocent animals. Why is this plant here? Just because? There's no other reason? Alright. Whoops. We almost had a Spyro. How did I get up there? How did I already forget? Huh? I have no idea what I did. Well. Maybe we'll figure it out. Oh, wait, guys. Good news.
We showed those two bullets.
Okay. By we you mean me, but that's okay. You held yourself together, I guess, and live. What I got here. The lizards. I think, if I remember correctly, that gate back there where that guy is, if we... Oops, I don't need to go this way. Get back there behind it. That's actually where, like, if you go to, like, one side or another, that is where the, Wait, why do I need to be up here for? Oh, so I can get over here. That's where the skateboarding is. Another Sheila level! Is it also broken? Let's see.
Hey, Spyro. There are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of this tower.
Alas, I have lost my
Oh
love.
no.
She's being guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
I love how these guys all have different accents. Oh, there we go. Alright, Sheila. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I have to get to the... Where do I have to get to? The top? Oh, I see. Or maybe I don't. Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Alas.
Maybe. It'll be fine. We'll rescue this funny guy's little girlfriend or whatever. Dude, what? Oh my god. There we go. Alright, there we go. There we go. Let's go. There we go, Sheila. There we go. Come on. There we go. Do I have to get all of them? I might have to. That may be a requirement. Boink. Alright, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to eat in just a minute. I'll figure something out. Hello? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna kill all these bases. Oh, and then what? Am I just stuck down here? What did I do? Hello? Can I get please? There we go, there we go. There we go. Guess nowhere to go but up? No. Okay. So where is the love of his life? I'm not really seeing her. Am I crazy? Okay. Nope. That's him. His lover over here. There's a lot of gems. I'm not seeing any... I don't think she's real. I'm starting to think maybe bro was lying. Yeah, no, she's really real. My real actual girlfriend that I totally have. I promise she's real. Okay, buddy. Can you... There we go. Okay. We've done all of this. I think bro is lying. You don't have to lie, dude. It's okay to not have a girlfriend. Like, no judgment. But, you know, like, maybe don't send me out into risking my life when you don't even... for a person that doesn't even exist, maybe? I don't know, just a thought. I'm just saying. Didn't he say she's at the top of the tower? Thank you for the happy birthday! Thank you, KittyFly3323. Thank you for the happy birthday. It's appreciated. Oh my god, I've been knocking everything over because my headphones have a cord and I'm not used to it. My girl fell over. I just realized she's, like, got a cupcake for me. Look at her. Isn't she so cute? Anyway, she was blocking the message so I couldn't see it at first. Alright. No! Ooh, that was almost dangerous. Almost bad news. Okay. I'm not seeing any girlfriend anywhere. Am I losing my mind a little bit? Maybe? Oh, wait! There's more. Maybe the girlfriend is real. Maybe he wasn't lying. Okay. Well. Got it. Now what? No! Oh my god, are you kidding me? Do I have to go through all that again? That's annoying as hell. Yeah, that's my Natsuki figure! Natsuki figure. She was like my first favorite character from Doki Doki. Now, I love all of them. Yuri, however, still my least favorite. But I think I love all three of the others equally. I feel guilty for saying that. Sorry, Yuri. You're just kind of, like, the worst. I don't know. Ah, there is more. Okay. You'd think I'd learn my lesson at some point. Oh! My cat just sassed me. She's disgusting. You think maybe that's a girl? I don't know, guess we'll find out. Oh god, she's smacking her gums so nasty.
Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
Oh, he was lying. He was lying. Oh, that's awkward. I'm sorry. So now what? Did we really just do that whole thing for nothing? Oh no, there's more. Oh, it's just this area though. Okay, so now we can exit the level, I guess. Yeah, because all we had to do was get to the top of the tower, that's all she wanted. Can we get up here? Hello? Come on, Sheila. There you go. Atta girl. Ah, okay, no. I already went over there. I'm losing my mind a little. I'm going crazy. Cat screamed at me again. Hey, buddy. Got some explaining to do. He has nothing to say to me after that. Great. Well. Okay. Glad we did that. Whatever. We found a dragon egg, I guess. That's just really awkward. I fucking called it though. I've never seen that mission before. Yeah, so I think over here, if we get up there and we unlock that back there, that's where the skateboarding game is with the lizards. And then you have to catch a certain amount of lizards. I don't know how janky it's gonna be. I guess we'll find out. Because the rest of this game has not been... It's been pretty fucked. It's been pretty janky. That's okay. I'm still enjoying it to some extent. Okay. Okay. Hello? Oh, I remember this! I remember this giant chicken cutscene. It's really weird. What is this? Alright, Sunny Villa. I have defeated all the coward Rhinox.
Thanks for the help, but I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
God, all of these, like, guys here suck. Is there a single one of these that isn't actually the worst? And how does this open? Do I have to do something?
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I awarded you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
That's not a chicken. Well, I'll take it though.
I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Alright. Now we can do the freaking skateboarding game. It's up here. I remember it. If they got rid of it, I'm gonna be mad. Egg. Oh!
Hey, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena that also makes for a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills? I bet you can't catch all 15 lizards running around here.
It's time for the lizards! Okay, we'll see how we do. Where the hell? There we go. The lizards look much different than I recall, but that's okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot you can flame them. That changes things. Changes things entirely. Why are we killing lizards? Oh, because they're assholes? Got it. This is not nearly as, that's okay. We'll be okay. We'll be alright. Come on. This doesn't go very fast. Whoop! Got it. Okay, this one I remember you gotta chase him. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump at the end of the thing here. Come on, little bitch. Alright, there we go, there we go. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Killing lizards is fun. It's good for them. Some of you don't kill lizards for fun, and it shows. Oh, ouch. Oh my god, split the whole skateboard. I think the next challenge after you get all of them is you have to, like, do it in a certain amount of time. I'm not doing all that. Oh, god, please. Please. Kidding, by the way. Please don't kill lizards. We like lizards here. Alright, there we go, there we go, there we go! There we go. Look at that. Saved it. Good. Ah, there's a lizard. This one is... These look more like dragons to me. Not dragons. Dinosaurs. Just feels like really weird that it's a game of dragons and yet you're killing these little like dragon-like creatures? I don't understand. Also, I feel like Spyro is so slow on his skateboard. What's going on here? I found the last one. Gotta get to it. Crap, that's not it. Up here, and then... Where was it? It's right here. Got him!
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
How did we find the lizard burrow? Emily. Oh, look at her! Oh, she's so stupid!
Alright, if you can catch all the lizards before time expires without wiping out, I might be able to...
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll see how this goes. I can't wipe out this time, though. She's definitely a lot more difficult. Little bitch. There we go, there we go. Look at this. We're doing it, we're doing it. No! Oh, I made it halfway. Yes, let's try again. I'm gonna get this, I swear. We get these ones. There we go. Got him. You have to like hit it at a certain angle. It's really hard to do.
Ah, too bad.
Those ramps keep killing me.
This time.
Yes, I will. I'll do it. I got it. We're gonna be good. We're gonna get it. I swear. Where's the skateboard? Yeah. You got this. Ready? I'm gonna get it. There we go, I got it that time. Wait, I just processed that. Okay, how do I get this one lizard? This little shit. Fuck, I missed the one up there? Holy cow, there's so many. There we go, there we go. Didn't mess it up. No! Damn.
Go get him.
Alright. We'll do better this time. Oh god, I hear my food's done too. Okay, let's get these little bitches. How did I not? Okay, whatever. Whatever. We're fine. We're gonna be fine. Fuck! Spyro! Come on, you gotta land that shit, bro. I really need him to land this friggin'... We'll get this one. Got him. These ones are the problem ones. These ones over here really screw me over. Okay, there we go. How did I miss that? I'm sorry.
Too bad. Maybe go get.
Oh, no, no, no. Get this one. Get this one. Then we gotta... yeah, over here. Get that one. He can't skate backwards. Got it.
Ah, too bad. Go get him.
We're gonna beat it. I'm determined.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Hello. Welcome. I smell the lasagna. I feel like a dog right now, like...
Don't let me distract you.
I have to kill all these lizards.
I know you felt that way. Maybe you don't want to skink.
No, I said that we don't actually kill lizards in this house, don't worry.
Okay.
These ones aren't even real lizards. I think that's what- oh my god. No, I'm gonna get this.
Unless it's a really evil bug, I don't kill creatures.
Mr. Mysterious background stranger.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try doing it this way. They have provided me with lasagna.
I have.
Reheated.
It's like mom's spaghetti, but it's the wife's lasagna that they didn't even make.
It's stepmom's lasagna.
It's crazy.
Mom's spaghetti, but it's not at all.
At all.
Come on.
Maternal pasta.
Maternal pasta? Large flat spaghetti? I mean, yeah, I guess you're not wrong. Oh my god. Did I get the little shit that was up here? No, I didn't. I missed him.
It looks like Monster Kid.
Well,
Proportionally.
now it's not. It is kind of a little shit, though. Ah!
Ah, too bad. Maybe you'll do better this time.
I can't hear him if he is speaking. That's what I imagine he
That is
sounds like.
literally exactly what he sounds like.
Okay, good.
He's like, aw, too bad.
Well, I'm leaving your lasagna somewhere.
Oh, it's in a bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's kind of like scooped out of the pan.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Where do you want your lasagna?
Can you have Freddy Fazbear watch it, please?
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
On top of the,
Go
yeah,
get
on
him,
top of the
Spot.
stickers, thank you. Alright.
It's the stamp rally, actually.
The stickers are right there, dummy. Come on. Dude, don't ask him if he's staying anywhere. He's being such a problem right now. He's gonna come back in.
Ah, too bad. Maybe you'll do better this time.
I'm gonna skin him. His stupid, stupid, stupid face. Hang on. I need to eat.
Well,
Hang on. I'm gonna watch that video. I get greeted immediately with old Hunter, what Hunter used to look like. Let me pull up the thing that... send him back to his singular polygon. Yeah, I hate him. Wait, what did he look like when he was in the Blizzard minigame, I think, when... how do I get to his gallery? There it is. Oh my god, the amount of ads on this website are killing me. I found his scuba outfit, hang on. Oh, there's no pictures. He's just so much more tolerable in this form. Hang on. Look at this. This is just so much better. I like that a lot. The scuba outfit is crazy. I like that a lot more. That's, like, way better. Can't change my mind. Alright, hang on. I gotta pull up that thing that the person said that they were posting. That I was supposed to look at. Yeah, he needs a third remake. One that's, like, between the two. What is this? It's so cute. I can only see... Oh my gosh. I'm dancing. There's no audio. I love it. Markiplier. It's so cute. That's all. That was the video. I love it. That was worth the wait. That was worth the build up. That's me dancing. I'm dancing. I need to eat or I'm gonna scream. Ah. So I do that real quick and then I'll be right back. BRB. I can remember how to do that. There we go. I did it. Hang on, I need to interrupt this because I need to show you guys this video that I'm watching right now. Hang on. Trust. How do I... Oh, I lost my thing for a second. We're okay, we're okay. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my face camera up for 1 second so I can eat. But I'm watching YouTube because that's what I do when I eat. I sit here and I watch YouTube. Okay, there we go. Does it not? Oh, wait. Got it. Oh, well. Yeah, why does it not like it? Okay. Here's what we'll do. Let me get these. There we go. Very important. This is what I was watching. No! This is the second descent step up. There we go. Bro's absolutely killing it right now. Look at him go! Oh my god. How? Is he okay? Oh, he had to turn the light on.
Tostitos makes Masa
the ad.
Crafting the perfect crunch. Tradition matters.
I thought that you guys would appreciate that. He absolutely killed it. I'm gonna like that video. Hang on. I'm gonna get on TikTok really quick. Hang on. We can watch TikToks for a second while I finish eating. But specifically ones that I like. Oh, it's making me do one of those crazy puzzles. Sorry.
I'm at work. Is it...
Alright, hang on. I have this video of this dad. This is one of my favorite TikToks. This dad is kind of a legend.
I'm at work. Is it Labubu or Lafufu? And what exactly is that? Is that a bad word?
Look, everyone, I'm a helicopter. What does level 10 gyat mean? You do know what level 10 gyat means. You know.
Your spacebar keeps getting stuck.
I'm 6 feet from the end, and I'm thinking that maybe 6 feet. I'm in the doctor's office. You know, some motherfuckers, they're named Maddie when they're genuinely nice 24/7. More like Goody.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And now you can save 50 pounds per person.
He's just so ridiculous. I love him. Here's a birthday one.
Don't blow it out. Happy birthday. Shoot up. Let me light it.
Sorry. Okay, now we can continue the actual stream. I just needed to I needed one. Hang on, I'm gonna watch it again.
Happy birthday. Shoot up. Let me light it.
I don't know, something about it just really it gives me a little chuckle. Okay. We go back to Spyro. I just really need to watch that baby. It shouldn't be as funny to me. It's not even funny. I think my sense of humor is just broken. Don't look at all that. You don't need to see all that. It's so funny. She said, don't blow it out yet, and the baby immediately blew it out. What was I doing? Spyro! Back to Spyro. Where's my controller? There it is. Alright, we go back. Alright. We're beating this fucking lizard challenge. And we're just gonna keep doing it until I beat it, and eventually I'm gonna switch gears and we will do a different game or something. Because, cannot play Spyro forever. But this is just like the most important part of this entire franchise to me, is this specific level. Alright. Let's do it.
If you want,
Alright, Ugly. Go get him, Spyro. Oh my god, we didn't even see it, but he's like down bad for Bianca, by the way. Like the bunny girl that I'm in love with. He's like got like a massive crush on her. There's like something going on there. Oh my god, I can never aim it down right.
Go get him.
She said, don't blow it out, so he blew it up. That's true. Oh my god, are you kidding me? How did I miss that? Whatever. Alright. I'm gonna kill all these little lizards. I swear. I'm determined. There's no way that I'm gonna let these stupid little lizard babies get the best of me. I'm gonna be so honest. That's just actually ridiculous. Why would I let them? They know nothing. Did I not land that?
Go get.
Nailed it. I'm about to fucking... I'm gonna fuck this shit up. And then I have no idea what we're doing after this. I'm gonna be so honest. I've only been thinking about playing Spyro all week. Oh, though at this rate, we might be playing this all night. I swear I'm gonna beat this. Not quite. Or my first one is really sad. I need to get better at, like, just aiming at him. There we go, there we go. There we go, there we go. Oh, there we go, there we go. Whoa, whoa, alright, alright. Get his ass, Spyro. Alright, we're killing it, we're killing it. Forgot I already got that one. Okay, there we go. Alright. You fixed your space part? What kind of like... What?
Go get him, Spyro.
Like what kind of... Is it? Are you like on a laptop or something? So I have a MacBook that I've had. It's like an old MacBook. Thank you. Thank you for the praise. I think I got this. So I had a MacBook. I've talked about it previously. Talked about it a few times. This thing, I got it pre-owned. It was a birthday present back in like 2013. My dad got me. My cat is bothering me.
Ah, too bad. Maybe you.
My dad got me this MacBook for my birthday, like in 2013, pre-owned from his friend. And this MacBook was like specifically so I could video edit and stuff. Oh, you just got a new keyboard. Okay, makes sense. Okay. Well, this laptop, first of all, I don't know if this is still a problem with MacBooks or what, but I guess like the common problem with MacBooks specifically is fuck, Spyro. I get like I can't see like the little guys like block the freaking screen and I can't see anything. Anyways, whew, there we go, got it. Oh my god. So this keyboard, I don't know what's wrong with this like laptop. I guess a common issue is the mouse pad gets stuck. Like the scroll pad. And so like you can't like click in. And I started having the issue a little bit on my my newer laptop that I have. That's... Let's go! Alright, there we go. Are you kidding? I had that! I so had that! Alright, we're getting there, we're getting there. There we go, there we go. Alright. Just need to stop, just... My cat nudged me and distracted the shit out of me.
Too bad.
Stop doing
Maybe
that.
You'll do better this time.
We'll probably move on to Truck Driving Simulator after this, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways. I just realized that. I just looked down at my steering wheel and I went, I should play that. There we go. So then this laptop had already kind of been experiencing that a little bit. And then, I yap all the time about how much I love Dr. Pepper, but my other favorite soda is Mountain Dew Code Red. And I used to drink it all the freaking time, especially when I was like 17, I drank that shit all the time. And, or 16, 17, when I was a teenager, I guess is probably best. Not that that's super relevant, but, what's important is, I went on this trip. I worked with my aunt and her, husband, my aunt and my uncle, at these fairs in Montana. And we had to, everything was just kind of going wrong. So I don't live in Montana, so I had to fly up there. And like, it was just felt like this whole trip, things were going kind of wrong. My first week there, I spilled Code Red soda on my fucking laptop, like all over the keyboard. And so then the keys got stuck. And I tried to like fix it. How the hell did I save that? That was crazy, was it not? So I tried to fix it. I used, you know, isopropyl alcohol, tried and true. But, it just, damn it! I twisted it right at the wrong part. We're getting there, we're getting there. Anyways, I think, like, the keyboard was a little messed up before I did that, like, from the Code Red. But I think I used way too much alcohol on it and just absolutely just fried that poor thing. So, like, half the keys just straight up stopped working. Then the mouse pad stopped working because it got stuck. I think the space bar started having issues, so that would get stuck. So that was a problem. And then woo! Let's go, let's go. What else happened? I don't know, that poor computer just... And now, seeing as that thing is like 15 years old? 16 years old now? It straight up, I don't even know if it'll run if I try to plug it in. We'll find out. We can find out at some point. But, it, like, you have to keep it plugged in because the battery is obviously very old. It might actually not be wise for me to try to plug this thing in until I find a replacement battery because I'm sure the battery's just dead as all get out, like, swollen and whatnot. Woo! I don't know how I did that, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And then I didn't land that one. So yeah, that same week, I did that. And then we were setting up for a fair, and like, you know, dropped my phone. I drop my phone all the time. I'm like clumsy. That's why I've got a good phone case. This particular time, I was in the fair bathroom, and it fell out of my pocket like 6 inches from the ground. And just absolutely just shattered the screen. So I broke my phone and fried my laptop keyboard all within like 3 days. I think I broke something else too. It was a rough time. Oh my god, hello, come on. And it sucked because luckily I had brought my keyboard for my, like, I had a spare keyboard for my laptop, but I was on the road, obviously, with my aunt and my uncle. It was gonna be gone for like several months, and I was doing online school at the time. Well, I feel like the game's kind of taking pity on me now. It's letting me. It's not going to now. Now they've said that, it's gonna. I've jinxed it. There we go. All right, there's 3 more that I'm missing. I see him. Okay. So we just gotta get the one that's up there. We've still got 1.5 minutes. Absolutely killed it. Look at this. Ready? I did it!
Oh, that was
I
sweet.
fucking did it!
And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
I did it! Oh my god, I did it. That was good. Oh no, she's stupid. Damn.
You can go for the course record now if you want.
Nah.
Whenever you hop on a skateboard, a timer will.
Wait, how do I do that? It's just... What are the points? How do I score points? I love the, like, just absolute zero, like... How am I scoring points? Am I stupid? Or is there, like, no, like... What would I possibly be doing to score points right now? Oh, there we go. Just like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Got it. I get it. So you just want to go up there and spin around a bunch, I guess. So if, that's not nearly as good. I see. That's so lame. Have a good night! Thank you for hanging out with me. I will have a very happy birthday tomorrow. I've got so many cool things happening to me. Alright, let's give up. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. I'm going to... I don't know how much later I'm gonna be at this point. But, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna go, refill my drink. We're gonna switch games, I think. Well, what game should we play is the real question. What's the— ah! My cat doesn't stop when I lose my mind. Pro is starting to drive me a little insane. Not gonna lie. Okay. Now what shall we do? Okay. Man. I will grab a drink. I think maybe we could play Trucker Simulator or Water Park. Oh, we could do Water Park Simulator. That's also an option. Or we can build a park, or we could build a zoo. These are the options. Hang on. I'm going to show you guys right now. These are the options that we have. Obviously not VR House Flipper. Well, we've got Supermarket Simulator, Water Park Simulator, Roller Coaster Tycoon Deluxe, which probably not. Truck Simulator. We could play 2 Point Museum, but that one's not so fun. I don't think, at least not for streaming. It's very like, I sit there and I zone the fuck out. Planet Coaster, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. These are the options. I'm trying to decide which one. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe Truck Driver Simulator. We have a little drink. We drive some truck. That would be good. Let's do it. Right? Maybe? I do have my steering wheel. And look at it. I never use this thing. I should. Ah, I lost the clamp. Maybe we don't do it. Yeah, these are the options. I've decided. These are the options. I think we could do... Alright, Water Park or Supermarket. Those are the ones I'm torn between. I can do... Maybe I'll do Truck Driver Simulator in a little bit. I'm gonna switch to this one for now. And then we'll continue. We'll do the Truck Driver Simulator in just a minute. Then, should be good. There we go. Alright, my market has changed a bit since last time I streamed this. Hang on. We have to update this Twitch thingy. There we go. Done. Alright, this is my store right now. We do need some music. Hang on, let me get some Deltarune music on. Alright, there we go. Some perfect supermarket music. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Oh, whoops. Did not need to do that. 1 second. Hello?
Straight from your mouth. I mean, he's the one. I mean, the king of. Oh, he's groovy and never restaurant canal.
Come back. How do you feel? That lemonade is very, well, very lemony. Oh, I forgot I was redoing this entire place because I was running out of, like, space and stuff. Alright. Good evening. It's good to have you. We need to, like, get a bunch of stuff. Let's drive our car over to the store. Where's my car? There it is. What a perfect little driving song, too. I can't remember how we're supposed to get into this place. I forgot this, like, road is closed. It's, like, really hard to get here. I think this is a lane just for me. I think the law said so. Whoops. I'm really good at driving, I promise. Trust. Alright. Huh. I already forgot what I needed, but I think I needed more steak. Probably. I don't remember exactly how I had planned to redo my store, but I think it was probably a really good idea. I know I needed more veal. And then I need... I do need to get a license so that I can get, cat food and stuff, eventually. That way we can feed our cats. Alright, large sushi, we need that. People eat that shit up. People love their sushi. I'm not a sushi fan. I want to be, because aesthetically. Man, looking at sushi, I'm like, wow. But it scares me. I'm actually scared of a lot of food, fun fact about me. Maybe it's not a fun fact. Maybe it's only fun to me. Sure. This works. So when I was watching, I watched Markiplier play this a long time ago, when he first started playing it. I don't think he's played it in a while. Every time he uploads, I watch the new video, like, immediately. So, I don't think he has played in a minute. But I do recall, like, he found the formula was, like, it's okay to just suck it up. Like, the fact that people don't like it does not really matter. Like, if you just overcharge the shit out of them, they're gonna pay it anyway. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe I need to do that method. Or does that make me a bad person? So I need to move- I'm moving all the meat over here, I guess, is what I was planning on doing. There we go. We've got crab and fries, and that's fine. Ooh, I like this version. Forgot about this. It's a good song. Oh, I need more, like, cheese. Damn. Like, everything except for... Well, that's butter. Hell yeah. Okay. I think we'll be okay. We need more of this. What is this? Norway? We need more Norway. More types of every cheese. More of every type of cheese. Oh. I would turn crowd control on for this, but it breaks the game when you do. It also breaks the stream, unfortunately. This is really loud. Do you even need to- I should probably turn it down, huh? I really need to turn it down. I can sense it in my bones. But this shit is way too loud for me. Was this better? Let me know if this seems like it should be a lot better. Because damn, it was like... I think it was way too loud, I'm not gonna lie. I was like looking over at the audio levels and I'm like, oh wait, I think I messed up. Alright, they need more mozzarella. We need more Parmesan. I don't know who that guy is on the package, but he's kind of a legend, I'm not gonna lie. What did I say? We need more Norway, right? Yes, it's better. Okay, cool. We need more Norway. It seemed like it was maybe a bit loud. Norway. Norway. Okay. What else? I mean, I guess eggs are always good, right? I don't know. Just wasting all of my loan that I just got. There's probably like things that I actually badly need that I'm just not straight up not buying. I probably need more produce. I'm always out of produce, I feel like. Ew, whoops. There's a lot of green Teslas here. I feel like the balance of like regular cars to Teslas is so wrong. There you go. Do your job. Good job. Good boys. We should give them star stickers or something to motivate them, maybe. I don't know what I was planning on putting in this giant fridge. Seems really important, though. Was I maybe planning on... What the fuck was I gonna put in there? Well, I feel like maybe... Maybe, like, the large sushi would do good in here. But, like, yeah. That should be good, right? But you gotta put, like, the expensive stuff at the top. Right at eye level, so that they are like, yes, I want to buy that one. It's a little manipulation tactic. I don't know if it actually works, I'm just making things up. And then over here is where I'm gonna put like the beef and stuff. There we go. Look at how much beef there is too. It's a lot of steak. But people love their steak. This stuff sells pretty well. Not as well as the chicken, but that's because people are poor. There we go. Hey, does this song sound familiar? Probably. It's really weird to hear it so slow. It's everyone's favorite. Yeah, fun fact, that's just Deltarune music that I'm playing. It's just sped up. Okay, what can we put on the bottom here? I feel like I've opened up a lot of room. Maybe I need to make a responsible decision and get another product license. Ugh. Some of these are too expensive for me, though. Okay, we'll wait. And the next time, I guess we'll have to get a new produce license. We gotta fill up our carrot supply. Ooh, we need like every single kind of produce except for mangoes and kiwis. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Mangoes and... what did I say? Everything except for mangoes and kiwis? That sounds right. I think that's what it was. If not... wait. I need gas! Good thing there's a gas station right there. Okay. It's crazy, you can actually fill your gas tank up while your engine is running. They actually, recommend it in this universe. Makes you wonder. What else is the government hiding from us? I highly recommend doing that. Trust me, I'm really good with cars. Don't ever take advice from somebody on the internet unless they have proof that they actually know what they're talking about. Even then, maybe you shouldn't. Just don't trust people on the internet. I know it's hard to, imagine that people would just go on the internet and tell lies. But they do. They love to lie. Which is why you should never trust anybody ever. And that goes for everybody in your real life, too. Everybody is not to be trusted. Except for me. I'm a trustworthy person. You should trust me. Because I'm the only one telling you about all this. So. Okay. The Italian market. Wait, I thought this said Italian. It's... oh wait, no, it is Italian. The other one right next to it is Mexican. I was like, wait, what? A lot of restaurants right there, and yet all of them are closed all the time. Woo! Alright, there we go. Alright, boys, get to work. I am a trustworthy person. Yeah. Yeah, you keep telling everyone that. I appreciate it. Then they'll believe me when I tell them to do things that they should not be doing. Okay. I think I need more Turco. Hey, where's the, like, in-universe equivalent of Dr. Pepper? How do we unlock that? Is that a thing? Do we eventually get Dr. Pepper? I don't know what any of these are. I can't wait to get the kegs. Fabric softener. Book. chocolate spread. Chips. Zap soda can. We can get cakes eventually. Chocolate bars, chocolate powder. Eventually we can get more alcohol. Damn. Okay. Alright, I mean you fill up on fucking... Alright, I'm done driving around. We're just gonna have to pay the fees. I feel like I'm like the crazy manager and they're like, ugh, God, I hate my boss, but at least I'm getting paid. Who knows? They just have to do what I say, because that's just the way it is in this world. It's pretty messed up. Oh, we've got plenty of salt. We need more peanut butter. Need more honey. 18. Oh, that's everything. We need more of that. Need more of that. Need more of that. I'm so smart. Okay. Oh my god, dude. I swear. Oh, I did need more eggs. But I got the wrong ones. Well, actually, I probably needed more of all of them. I actually did need more of this cheese? What happened? Eh, whatever. Everything's ordered now. We're okay. Oh, we do need more of these pizzas. Like, one box is good for, like, a while, so... You don't have to go too crazy with them. I think soon I'll have to hire another inventory person. But I'm not doing all that. Then I have to pay them to, like, work and stuff. So I'll just do it myself, I guess. Here we go. Here we go, look at this. I'm so good at this. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my god, we're already out. That's not good. Okay. Here we go. There you go. And then you just, what you gotta do, and I've said this, is you make a big mess, and then you make the lower people, you make them clean it up. It's the best way to run your company. Your employees can't argue with you because you sign their paychecks, so they kind of have to do what you say. Especially, I don't know if you saw the rest of the businesses around here, but they're not doing good. It's not like they can get another job. Yeah, I like being an evil empire, but I'm gonna pretend, for my public's sake. You guys can't tell everybody this. Actually, I'm so nice. I care so much about my employees. I want to pay them fair wage and benefits. What is this version of this song? It's beautiful. What is this song generally? Oh. I see. I think it might be a creation by Susie, not gonna lie. Okay. Oil. Oh, let's raise up your bat time, baby! This song is a fucking banger. Anybody who disagrees is just a stupid hater. I saw a video online. There's somebody who did a cover of this song using fucking, using Vocaloids. And it was Chef's Kiss. It was like Teto, Miku, and, Neru. I think it was the Triple Baka Squad. I could be wrong. I might also be making that up. But, no, they actually did do the cover of that. There's also this crazy person on YouTube who has made a voice bank for a new Tao, which is just like the free version, basically, of Vocaloids. For fan-made ones, basically. If you didn't know. Anyways, they made one for Germa, the streamer, Germa985, who's like one of my all-time favorite streamers, by the way. I've talked about him before, and people were like, who the hell is Germa? And I'm like, oh my god. Let me tell you, that guy is so funny. I love Germa so much. Absolute legend. I was very late to the Germa hype, but that's okay by me. Anyways, they made a freaking Utaloid of him. And it's actually so magical. And I hope that one day I'm on that level. I want somebody to make an Utaloid of me so bad. I would kill for it. Would kill for it. Okay. Pasta? Let me put the pasta away. Don't need that pasta. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll just throw it on the floor. They'll take care of it. Alright, we need more of this? No, it's full. Oh, then... What am I even doing? I think this is too many eggs. I think we're fine. There we go. Okay. What's this? More eggs? More eggs! I feel like everything's pretty much filled up now. Like, these guys are just gonna have nothing to do. And there's no orders. I guess I could just open for the day. Because, like, what else are we gonna do? I should order another box of yogurt. We'll order more orange juice, more apple juice. Or as some people would say, orange juice. Let's get 4 bags of potatoes, 4 boxes of potatoes. And we'll figure out what we're gonna do with these cooler spaces later. I might just, like, fill up on more, fish. Or something. That could be good. What if I do, like... Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Perfect. I like that. That looks nice. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. If these guys come in and they screw up my design, I'm gonna kill them. I mean, fire them. I mean, ask them politely to fix it. What is he doing? Ah, look at him doing his job. My door got closed. Don't know why. Must have been a ghost. Okay. Did I get everything that I needed? Can we open for the day? I think we can. I think we're good. Let's open for the day, guys. We're open. These guys need a job. I'll just let them do what they gotta do. Where did I put the light switch? Okay, now this is a problem. I lost my light switch. So I have no idea how I'm gonna turn the lights on inside this building now. Did I put it behind something? No. Where did I put the light switch? Huh? Guys, this is not good. I lost the light switch. I'm not even- this isn't even a joke. This is just legitimately I lost it and I have no idea where the fuck I put it. Oh wait, is this it? There we go. Let's just put this right here. There we go. Hey! Already? Well, at least I have people hired that take care of that. Okay. I think we need more shelves, right? More shelves? That would help. Let's buy more shelves. I'll put it right here. Oh, listen to this joyous little song. This isn't perfectly lined up. I'm just gonna have to accept it for what it is right now. Oh no, no, this is not gonna happen. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh, can I please line this up? These people just keep getting in the way. It's gonna have to be okay for now. I'm just gonna have to be okay with it. We're gonna have to be okay with it. Oh, it's fine. We're okay. I really hope. I don't like how, like, light colored it is at the bottom. I'm really scared that that means that, the special stuff that I put in it is all sunk at the bottom. Oh my god, look at the store. This is so scary. I got a wholesale offer? We buy 72 soda. Do you want to sell? I have enough. I do need to buy more, huh? You also need more carrot. Let's buy more carrot. You know what? Fuck it. Let's buy more apple juice. You know what else? We need more milk. We need more cheese. Let's put these boys to work, you know? We are running dangerously low on water. Okay. This helps. This is good, right? We're doing okay. Holy shit, I'm stressed. More rice. This is why I don't have any money. I just spend it all. I think this could be said about real life, too. Well. Oh my god, we're like out of... Okay. Is that better? There we go. I think I must have nudged my mic. I'm so sorry. Hello. I have no idea how long that was that was going on. I'm sorry. Yeah. I, like, think I, on my mic, and it's just got such a loose, shitty cord. Thank you for letting me know. This is the second time this has happened in the last week. I've never had that issue before. I think it might also be, like, my mic used to be on my right, and now for whatever reason, when it's on my left, I fuck it up. I think I'm an idiot. That's okay. Yeah, this is fine. That's fine. Yeah. Hope that's better. Thank you for saying something. I'm a pro streamer, man. I know what I'm doing. Oh, okay. There we go. Music is still adding to it, I feel. Wait, where are all my carrots? Supposedly I have 87. Are they all in this one container? Okay. They say not to put all your eggs in one basket, but I guess it's a different story when it's... I'm sorry. That's not even funny. I'm just gonna stop myself right there. Not funny. Didn't laugh. Okay. You once went for an hour before your mods told you were muted? You're like, dude, what are you guys doing? Were you even listening? God, that's so irritating. I would be so sad. Oh my god. Okay. Clearly my, like, employees are just slacking. Pick up the pace, buddy. Hang on. Boosted. Holy cow, he's just knocking everything over. Alright, I guess I could help these guys. Thank you for the happy birthday, Country Boy 10. Thank you, thank you. I'm playing Supermarket Simulator for my birthday because, I don't know, I was playing Spyro earlier. Also, welcome to the stream. Meant to say that. Welcome everybody to the stream. If it's your first time, or it's your last time, please don't let it be your last time. I would love to have everybody back. Not just because I'm like, I need validation, but I like hanging out with people. In this setting where, you know what you know what I'm saying. I don't like to be around people in real life very often. I much prefer virtual interaction. Look at how many carrots, bro. You fit so many carrots in there. Oh, I said I was gonna get a license for another product. Too late. Wait, you're playing Supermarket Simulator 2? How far are you? What? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I do have a new video coming out very, very soon, too. Speaking of content, thank you, by the way. I'm so excited. I have been working on this freaking Amazing Digital Circus Cafe vlog video for a hot minute. It's finally done. It'll be uploaded. I haven't decided on what day I want it to go up, though. So, we'll figure it out. But I'm really excited. Level 16. Okay. Alright. I really want to, like... I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, this game is so addicting. I don't know about you, but, like, when I, like, play this game, I'm like, yeah, I'll just do one more day. And then I will stop playing. And then... It's been like a week. My wife is like, where are you? Where have you been? I'm like, Supermarket Simulator. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I was really bummed that... I'll talk about it more, I talk about it in the video. But like, a lot of things were, missing. We didn't go that late, I don't feel like. We went on the 15th. The thing still had like a week left, and they were like out of the like promised holographic pin that we paid, like we did the full fucking stamp rally for. And like, it's not that big of a deal. It's really not. It's a pin. But I was like, dang. I don't know. But it was good. We've been to Requiem before. This was our 4th time going. So Yeah. I don't need any more of that. I don't know what I was thinking. Level 16. That's pretty good. What was I gonna say? Fucking nerd ass. Actually, I have something to say. So, I'm really excited. I'm going to, I don't get to go on very many, like, trips very often, so it was really, really fun. But I'm really excited because we're going to, we just got confirmed to go to Level Up this, upcoming year. See, that's the thing that's bothering me about it. So they should have expected that amount of people, because they've done events before, and there was an RSVP option. I wouldn't have been as upset if we didn't pay money to RSVP. If you're going to have RSVP slots, you should have enough product and assume that every single person is gonna, like, every single slot is gonna get filled up on the RSVP list. At least, like, at that amount. I don't know. Anyways, I'm very excited for Level Up. And, I can't remember if I have more to say about that, but I'm excited about it. So we've got that coming up soon. I would like to make a video about it. I meant to, for literally, like, all of this year, because we went this last year. But, did not work out. I just am lazy, and I don't think I don't know. This last, when I did the not the Level Up, when I did the Digital Circus thing, I wanted to make sure that I had to, like, write notes. I had to do everything immediately because my memory is poor. So, like, partially I did it for, holy cow, I'm having so many brain farts. My cat just screamed at me. Meow. Yeah, I want to make a vlog. I do it mostly, I was gonna say, I don't, like, I'm not just doing it because I'm like, oh, I want to make content and I want people to watch it and blah blah blah. I do it because I fucking forget everything that happens ever. Especially if I don't take pictures and videos. It's like it never happened, and it's really upsetting. I literally stare at my pictures all the time. So you're gonna be Gangle, and Lyric is gonna be your Jax. Hell yeah. I would like to bring back Jax again. We went this last year, and it was funny because I cosplayed Maid Jax, and everybody just kind of stared at me like, you're a fucking weirdo, because that episode wasn't out yet, and so I was just sitting there like, trust me, Goose drew it, therefore it's canon in our hearts. Okay? And then now, I bet you, they're like, huh, maybe they were onto something. Fucking assholes. Nobody cared. Nobody got it. It's like, damn, fake fans. Joking. Yeah, but anyways, my goal next year, I might rebrand this channel a little bit. I'm gonna still stick to, like, mostly gaming content, but I would like to do more vlog type videos, or almost like, I don't know, recap videos, something like that. I don't know what you call them. They're almost like video essays, but they're not, because it's just like, oh fuck, that's olive oil, that's not soda. You loser, you ruined it. Anyways, I want to do more of that kind of stuff. My old channel used to be like all variety content, and I think I need to do more of that. I think that would be good for a squirrel. I gotta make more content though. So wait, are you going to Level Up? I want to, like, see as many people as I can when I go. Cause, oh my god, I just spent a lot of money. We got a hotel room booked, and then for Christmas I was gifted the passes. I'm so stressed. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this shelf. We're gonna... I forgot about this. I forgot there's church in fucking Deltarune. It's so weird. Planning game on. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Oh, you can't go out of state for cons. Understandable. Understandable. I want to go to more cons, but they're expensive as fuck, bro. And I just feel like overwhelmed anytime I go, so I'm like, is it really worth it for me if I'm just gonna sit there and be overwhelmed the whole time? I do not think so. So then I just don't. I'm just like, meh. Need another little shelf. There we go. There we go. There we go. Who is what? Huh? What are any of those things? What is Ben Star? Not to sound it's stupid, but what is the character that you're talking about? What is this in reference to? I'm out of touch with the kids and everything generally. All I know is murder drones. All I do is wake up and think about murder drones and Amazing Digital Circuit. Oh, and Five Nights at Freddy's. People are like, oh, did you see this new movie? I'm like, is it Five Nights at Freddy's movie? No. Zootopia? No. Then no, it's not. Can you just focus on these boxes instead of staring at me? Yeah. Fucking weirdo. Voice actor, what is... Oh, roguelike poker game. Balatro. Interesting. Alright, well that sounds like fun. I wanted to go to, to Game On, but I just, well, I just fucking didn't. I didn't have money to go because we had to make the decision between Level Up and Game On last year, and I was very upset because I was like, oh, I'm missing out on meeting, my brain just fucking shut down. Holy cow. That was bad. What is his name? Was it the fucking, it was the Sonic. It was Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog was there. I'm just gonna say that. Because holy cow, my brain just shut down when I tried to do it. Try it. You got addicted. I cannot get addicted to any more games. This game right here that I'm playing right now? Got addicted to it. Might go to a Painted Desert FurCon for a day just to see what a FurryCon is like. My friend said that she was supposed to go in when she still lived, well, Roger Craig Smith, that one. It was, no, wait, no, not Roger Craig Smith. Jason Griffith, I think it was. Oh. I want to meet Roger Craig Smith really bad. I love him. I want to play Sonic Frontiers. I guess there's nothing stopping me. I'm just doing whatever I want because it's my birthday. I make the decisions around here. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't need all this. Oops. Wait, this is fish, right? We'll leave it there. I don't know what I'm gonna put on this. Wait, hang on. Wait, no, we don't need that many. No, stop! Stop it! Oh, you loser! Oh my god, just focus on your actual job, Buster. Yeah, I didn't get to meet him. I wanted to. But all my friends met him. And I was so devastated. I was trying to be so happy for them. And they were sending me pictures and they're like, look, oh my gosh. Wish you were here. And I was like, I hope you're having so much fun. I'm so happy for you. But I was actually like trying to be so normal about it, but I was so upset. I was like, I'm so jealous. One day I hope I get to meet the Sonics. The Sonic Squad. We'll see. I don't know. Right now I'm prioritizing Glitch Productions. Not because I don't want to meet anybody else, but it's just Level Up is much better convention than anything I've been to here. It's just All the vibes are better. Alright, let's go, queen. Look at her strut. Look at this queen's strut. Not slut. Don't say that. Oh, you can't say that. Man, I should play Sonic. It is me playing my favorite game. I need to go to bed soon, actually. I'll probably get off stream at 10 o'clock. That's the goal. Oh, crap. I need to finish these. Crab stick. I didn't mean to open the store yet, because I gotta do that first. That's okay. Hot sauce. Sliced bread. Coffee dark roast. 2, 3, 4. And Chezzy Piss. Pizza. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. And okay, Joel Gordon, you need to take priority. Holy cow. Shampoo. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need those shampoo. Cakes. And then we need the Norway. There we go. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Get it. Mm-hmm. Said Joel Gordon, right? That's the one that we need to prioritize, because he's number 1. I hope that, like, more people... honestly... Out of I really like meeting... Oh! I really, enjoyed meeting voice actors. I've only met a handful. Like, a couple. Can you move? Dude, the light is green. Go! Joel Gordon needs his shampoo right away. God. Well, I like voice actors. Meeting voice actors is something so special. It's just... I don't know. We met, Alana Fitzgerald... That's their name? Alana, Fitzy. Holy shit, my brain is not there. I want to meet Roger Craig Smith. We met, Amanda Hefford. Oh, who else have I met? I've met Ryan Rouse, but he's not a voice actor. In fact, he's barely even... Where the fuck? Briar Terry. Okay. My cat is screaming at me again. We need to... Oh, Briar Terry, you take priority, bestie. You're so hot and sexy. Let's get you your stuff. So, what I've learned from business school that I haven't gone to. That's the other one! That's the other one! Kellen Goff! I was like, I feel like there's one that I've met. Kellen Goff. Kellen Goff is awesome. That makes me so happy to hear. I didn't get to get video of Kellen Goff when I met him because he was sick. He was not supposed to be doing any voice lines at all. None of that. My cat's screaming at me. But, then he, fucking did it anyway. He still was doing his voice lines. He was not supposed to be talking. He was, like, supposed to be, like, or not talking. He wasn't supposed to be doing, any character voice lines at all. And that motherfucker... That crazy motherfucker. Because obviously I was there. Hi, girl. You should have ordered like 20 minutes ago. Fuck. He was like super sick. And yet, bro was still out there doing it. I forgot what I was gonna say. I definitely need to wrap this stream up soon. I'm like getting real worn out real fast. Oh my god, it's almost been 4 hours. My store! Oh my god, my cat's screaming at me. Okay, we're gonna end this day. As soon as this day is done, that's when we're gonna end the stream. But yeah, meeting Kellen Goff, he was awesome. Yeah, really? We're waiting for this guy to find his bleach, and that's why you guys were holding up the whole line? Whatever. Anyways, normally voice actors... Oh, you can't normally meet voice actors. Ah! My cat keeps biting me! Yeah, we were We were gonna meet Kellen Goff, like, I don't remember how many years ago, 3 years ago now? But, like, well, we were gonna meet him when he was, Overhaul. And then we were like, I don't like Overhaul enough to justify it, so then we didn't. And then when he was Glamrock Freddy, there was, like, nobody in his line. It was crazy. And we thought about going and meeting him. And then we just, like, chickened out, because I was like, I don't know if I like Glamrock Freddy enough for that. And now look at me. Cool. But I met him in 2023, 24? For my birthday. And, yeah. We went and did that. That was like my late birthday gift, which I think I ended up paying for, but that's okay. It was such a special experience. He was so awesome. And I want to meet him again really bad. He's so cool. I was just actually listening to, oh my god, my cat. Stormy, you're being so naughty. I was just listening to interviews between him and Dako. Who Dako is... I love you, Dako, so much. I literally... I've said this before, he's my favorite, he's one of my favorite British men ever. I would kill to meet him one day, I hope I can. He's so cool. Anyways, I was just listening to his interviews with Dako, and god, those two are... They're so fun. I love listening to them talk, but I could listen to Kellen talk about anything forever. He's just so silly. He, was talking about how he was Foxy in the first FNAF movie. And that bit was recorded on his fucking Android phone. It's so funny to me. Like, he was saying, like, yeah, so... Ooh, I just gave them the wrong change. I highly recommend watching the full interview, it's really good. But yeah, he was saying that, like, I guess he reached out because he knew that they were doing the movie. He was at this Shakespeare camp thing, and he had reached out to Scott Cawthon, like, on a whim, and was like, yo, no pressure or anything, like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but if you need anything for the movie, let me know. I'm open to doing anything you need. Any voice lines. And as it turned out, they were actually trying to get fucking something figured out, I guess, for... Sorry, I just started, like, getting paranoid for a second there. Thought there was something behind me. It's this music. Anyways. He, I guess, like, was at the Shakespeare camp, and then Scott replied to him, and I guess what they were struggling because the Dum Dearly Dumb thing, is like, they couldn't get the rights for it to use it as, like, audio, the stock audio that Scott used. Couldn't get the rights to use it for the movie. So they were like, we need to figure out what the hell we're gonna do. And so then Scott was like, yeah, great, could you actually do this? And Kellen was like, yeah, I could do that, just give me a couple weeks, you know, I'm actually at this camp thing. And Scott was like, nope, we need it now. The deadline is now. We need it now. So if you're gonna help, like, now. And Kellen, I guess, literally, like, was like, well, I don't have a mic or anything with me. I'm not really, like, you know, I'm out doing this thing. So I guess he, was like, all I have is my phone. My fucking, like, Samsung phone or whatever, my Android phone. And Scott was like, that's fine. He's, you know, it'll add to it. So I guess he literally, recorded a bunch of audio, like, under a blanket at this camp thing, using his phone's mic, and, sent it in, and that they edited it, and it came out great, and that's what's in the final movie. It was not recorded with professional equipment at all. And they just made it work. And that's a funny story. Ooh, we're almost gonna have to end the stream as soon as this is done. Holy moly. Alright. Look at this guy. Ooh. That guy scared me. Okay. Dude, this guy needs to hurry it the freak up, bro. Also, look how empty my store is. This is a problem. How much money we're making, though? I think we're doing okay. Probably pay off one of our bills. Let me do that real quick. Payments. Oh, yeah. Cool. Cut a lot of late payments. Whoopsie. Alright. Let's end the day. Oof. Well, I did all those loan repayments. That was what's putting me in the red. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up stream. So I really need to get some rest. Alright, let's save and quit. Oh, the way the song ended is so perfect. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in and for being part of the stream. I just realized DT's gonna get 2 credits on this. Silly. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday wish. Yeah, look at DT's on their toys. That's alright. He can have it. I'll let him have it. Have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys next time on... Holy cow, so many people came to visit. Thank you to all of these people. Except for that one. That one right there is a fucking spam bot. Don't listen to that one. The rest of you. Thank you guys for coming to stream. Thank you for the birthday wishes, the happy birthday wishes. I will see you guys all on Tuesday. Right? What's going on Tuesday? Oh, on Tuesday, yeah, right before the New Year's. So, yeah, I'll be posting some stuff. So keep an eye out for that. We'll probably be doing some, I don't know what we'll be streaming, but I'll update you guys when I know. Alright? I'll be posting pictures and stuff for my birthday. I'm very, very excited. And, yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. Have a good holiday. Stay safe, and I will see you guys soon. Goodbye. Bye-bye.